The media today kind of gives me a headache with their bias reporting and the fact that they get stories wrong. They're not held accountable. In the crazy news cycle with our connected world and the internet, the news cycle is so fast that someone can get away with murder and 2 weeks later nobody knows who it is. I'm being hyperbolic a little bit. But the media bias is pretty crazy, so let's listen to this little soundbite and then we'll talk about it. Just for a second. Just give me a second on this.
I do want to be clear here. You're saying that you never told Senator Warren that a woman could not win the election.
That is correct.
Senator Warren, what did you think when Senator Sanders told you a woman could not win the election?
I disagreed.
Do you see that? Do you see that? Imagine going to court and the prosecutor stands up and the prosecutor says to you, so you're telling me that you didn't shoplift that Snickers bar from the store? And you tell the prosecutor, no, Mr. or Mrs. Prosecutor, I did not shoplift that Snickers bar from the store. And then the prosecutor turns to the store owner and says, well, how did you feel when that person stole and shoplifted that Snickers bar? What? What is this framing? It's like, okay, yes, he said that he didn't do it, but we're going to say that he did. And how did you feel? How did you feel when he said it? Okay. Now let's say he even said it. I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. Let's say he said it, which it goes totally contrary to Bernie Sanders' history. I don't believe he said it, but let's just for devil's advocate reasons say that he did. My response were I, Warren, would have been, okay, then I will be the first. I wouldn't take offense to it. I would take it as a challenge. And I wouldn't be bringing it up. I would tell people, no, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Let's just let the American people decide. Now, CNN, where does CNN lie? Now, CNN is left-leaning, according to all sides, and there's a couple other mediabias.org, or is it mediabias.com? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But they're all pretty much about the same, and CNN is right here. They are left-leaning. Okay. Their reporting is such trash, as well as most mainstream media. This isn't the first case of things like this that has happened. The mainstream media is dead. They get propped up by YouTube, they get propped up by investors, and yet they can't report anything. They couldn't report the truth. If the truth sat on their lap, slapped them across the face and said, hi, I'm the truth. If it went against their narrative, against their investors, against their board members, they would twist it. And this is a perfect example, and this isn't just the only example. The idea here is for me telling you that, hey, get your news from several different sources. Mainstream media is dead. Mainstream media is done. They are so biased. I'm baffled by this. How did you feel when he said that? What? He just said he didn't say it, and yet you're acting as if Warren is telling the truth and Bernie is lying, and hey, how did you feel when he said it? It's all about sound bites. It's all about photo ops. It's all about solidifying that already zealous base. And I say zealous, I mean zealous. Because at this point, the Democratic Party has become like a bunch of bumbling religious zealots out on a crusade. Come back to reality, Democrats. Come back to mid-range, moderate thoughts and views and points of views, and let's get off this whole he said, she said, they said. Okay, look, I want policy. Who has the best policy? Who's the best for the job? I don't care if you're man, woman, black, white, Latino, pink, purple, polka-dotted, blue hair, 10 feet tall, 6 inches tall. I don't care. I just want who's best for the job. But we get this, and people get focused on this rather than policy. Did he say it? Did he not say it? Well, I don't think we're ever going to come out with the truth because it's two people, and they have differing opinions, and one is saying that he didn't say it, the other is saying that he did say it, and she disagrees. Okay. Can we move on from this? Can we get some policy? And news media, can we just stop? Take a step back and look at it and say, hey, there's two sides to the story. Sometimes 3, 4, 5, or 6 sides to a story, but all about sound bites. All about sound bites. Ugh, it is so annoying. So annoying. Did you say this, Mr. Sanders? No, I did not. Well, Miss Warren, how did you feel when he said it? Yeah. Anyways, that's what I got for you on this one. I will see you on the next one. I got another one coming up for you here in just a few minutes. Oh, excuse me as I burp. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stay informed. And give a like, a comment, a subscribe, something on this. I love you. I'll see you on the next one.